Xavvi's no-code tools, its AI builder, and its actions editor generate English code. This means that you can understand the logic that has been produced and make changes quickly. If you're brand new to building apps, you'll be able to describe your app in English and then see the resulting English that gets created. Xavvi has been designed so you can create an app without the limitations that are present in other no-code platforms. No matter how easy a platform might be to get started, we know from years of experience helping people to build apps that the reality is that unless you're building a very simple app, you'll likely bump into a limitation with the platform capabilities at some point. When that happens, you're either stuck because it can't be done at all in the platform you've chosen, or you need to hire a professional programmer who understands JavaScript, Python, or another traditional programming language to add an extension. We've seen time and time again that if your app is successful, the chances are that one day you're going to want to do something that you didn't think of at the start. And that something might not be built into the platform. If that happens, you're then faced with starting over and recreating your app in something else. When you're choosing a tool, stop and ask yourself if your app might ever, even at some point in the future, need to do any of the following. Customize the look and feel of your app to create an entirely new look or custom user experience. Connect to a new API or service that isn't included out of the box. Create a native app, maybe for one of the app stores. Integrate native code libraries or native OS features into your native app. Create a native app for one of the mobile app stores. Build a server component that runs facelessly. Build a command line tool that runs locally. Develop your app to work offline. Create new reusable objects for your app. Use a marketplace for templates and objects and new connectors. Allow multiple authors to edit your app in a browser. Create new objects when your app is running to allow your users to edit your app as it actually runs. Compile your logic to machine code to do computationally intensive processing, such as for a scientific or an artificial intelligence application. Grow your app to hundreds of thousands or even millions of users without having to rewrite everything and with a price plan that you can afford. Move or integrate your app with your own backend rather than using the no-code platform's built-in cloud. Work with a team of developers, either sharing in the web editor or using GitHub and source controls tools on the desktop. Or have a scroll options that bring certainty that your app and your cloud source code will always be available if something should happen to the vendor of your no-code platform. Have long-term contract options so that you can be confident in what you're going to pay in the future. One of our values is to be a long-term, dependable and reliable partner. We've supported some of our LiveCode customers for over 2 decades. Are you sure that your no-code or low-code platform has all of those things? Because you can do all of those things with Xavvi. It's also very important to consider that not only can Xavvi scale your app without you having to think about it, but our fair use pricing plans means that you'll be able to afford it when that happens. We don't charge for the number of app users or the number of app downloads. Instead, we have straightforward pricing plans based on factors such as the amount of data you transfer and the number of apps that you build. This makes it uniquely affordable to scale with Xavvi.